Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are covering a very important topic called averages. This topic is very vital for school exams, government jobs like UPSC, UPPCS, CSAT, SSC CGL, MTS, HSL, banking exams and all other one-day exams. So we will master averages from basic level to advanced level. We will have some practice questions. In these lectures, we are going to have a conceptual clarity. So this lecture will be short, and then onwards we will cover from beginning to intermediate to advanced level with much more depth and conceptual clarity with many examples. So let's get started. So what is average? Uh, we have often heard about average marks, average scores of a team, average temperature of a particular place. So the average is basically the central value of group of numbers. Suppose we are given 10 numbers, okay, and we are told what is a single value which will represent all these 10 numbers. So that particular value which will represent all the values will be called averages. Okay, so average is a single value which represents a whole group. Suppose in your class there is a maths test, and all the students have obtained some marks out of maximum marks. So all those obtained marks will be the group of numbers. But principal came and asked you what is the average, whether this class is good or bad based on the marks. So your teacher will not tell all the scores. Your teacher will tell only one score, that will be the average marks. On the basis of that, your principal will decide that this class is good or bad, okay, or he will evaluate the progress. So how to calculate this central value? This is the central value. How to calculate this? So this average value is calculated based on the sum of all the observations divided by number of observations. Suppose we are given two values, 2 plus 4. How many value? Two values, so divide by 2. So 6 upon 2 will get what? 3. So 3 is the central value of two numbers, that is 2 and 4. This is very simple, no? Okay, so let's have some more. So now suppose 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. How many numbers are there? 5 numbers are there. We will add all these 5 observations, and since there are 5 observations, we will divide by 5. So adding up all the observations will give you 75 divided by 5, will get the 50. So this is the central value of all the 5 numbers. This will represent all the 5 numbers. Okay, I hope it's clear now. Okay, let's move on next. So as you can see here, there are the 4 numbers, 24, okay, 22, 26 and 28. So we will add all the values, okay, and 24, 26, 24, 22, add them, we'll get what? 100, 25. So that this value 25 is the mean value, also average is also called mean. So this value will represent all these values, that is 28, 26, 24 and 22. Now you can see here that this is the average value. Earlier the maximum value 22, 26 and 28 has been reduced, and 22 and 24 has been increased to the central value, that is 25. This is the basic concept of average. Clear? Now the intermediate problems will come like missing number problems, combined average problems. All these topics will be covered in the separately. Here only the conceptual part. So suppose let's have one example of related to missing number. Average of three numbers is 30. So suppose three numbers are x1 and x2 and x3. So what will be the average? Average divided by 3 will give you the average, and this value is given as 30. So the x1 plus x2 plus x3 is 30 into 3, it is going to be 90. Now already given two numbers are given, you have to find the third one. So two numbers, let's have x1 and x2. This is given as 25 plus 35 is equal to 60. Now we will subtract the total sum to the we will subtract these values. We will get x3 equal to 90 minus 60 equal to 30. So this value is the missing one. Okay, so the such type of problems will be asked in the intermediate levels. Okay, now the advanced problems like average speed problems, weighted problems, replacement questions is there. So one example we have taken here, like the age of 5 is 30. Suppose there are 5 people, that is x1 x2 dot 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 x5. How many there are? 5. So we will multiply this denominator, we will get 150. We have been, one person has been removed. Okay, and now the new average, that means only 4, x1 to x4. This is 32. Since there are only 4 persons, so we will multiply by 4. So we will get what? We will get, sorry, we will get 128. So what is the removed one? What will the age of removed one? x5. This will be the, we will subtract from 150 and we will get 32. Okay, sorry, it will not be 32, it will be 22. Okay, so in this way we can calculate the value. The more advanced questions will be solved soon. Okay, so while solving the questions related to averages, we will keep in mind the total. Okay, always you have to find the total. Second, weightage average. Weightage average is nothing but suppose there are two groups, one group have one average and other group of numbers has another average, so you have to find the total average, okay, of both the groups. So those questions will also be solved. Speed, remainder, harmonic mean and equal distance, all these will be covered, and of course you have to practice daily. So this is your homework and you have to solve 4 questions. Okay, I think based on today's lectures you can solve all these 4 questions,